877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the PhilsGang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at PhilsGang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
And welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast, around the country, Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Welcome all members and non-members. Well, yesterday we had a 600-point rally. Everybody was all excited. A 600-point rally because Powell came out and he said, hey, I don't think I'm going to raise rates anymore beyond December. Well, that's kind of funny because raising rates is a confirmation of a strong economy. Haven't we been told this is the greatest economy ever?
This is the greatest economy ever.
Haven't we been told that every day? That's all we hear, how great this economy is, how strong it is.
The U.S. is coming to the summit in very good shape. Our economy is quite strong.
Yeah. So wait a minute. I'm confused. Well, guess what? Even Payne's confused.
Where are we? Are we in an uptrend? Are we in a downtrend?
What the devil's going on? I mean, I can't explain this. Down, up, down. I'm so confused.
So these guys, 1 minute, the market's down, they're all confused. The next minute goes up 600 points, they're ready to jump aboard and everything's fine again. And then the next day, there's no follow-through. And the next day, today, jobless claims soar to an 8-month high. Pending home sales drop for a 10th straight month of annual declines. That's right. Yesterday, remember, we had new home sales crash.
October new home sales down 8.9% month to month, down 12% year over year.
That was yesterday. Today, U.S. business debt at the highest level in 2 decades. What have I been saying? I've been saying corporate debt is insane. Corporate debt at $8 trillion is insane because they've been getting all this free money since 2009 to do $3 billion a day in stock buybacks to convince everybody that the economy is fantastic by moving the stock market up. See, that's what they've been doing, and now it's showing up. And finally, yesterday, Powell had to come out and say, no, I got to stop raising rates because I've been a liar. That's what he should have said. He should just go, I've been lying to you. I'm the first person in history ever raised rates when the economy really was bad, because I was trying to mask how bad the economy is by raising rates so that all the jibber-jabbers on all these TV shows will say how great the economy is.
This is the greatest economy ever.
How strong it is.
The U.S. consumer is the strongest it's been in a very long time.
Now, to do that, to fool them, I have to raise rates. And that's what he did. Think about what this guy did. He should be fired. Trump should fire this guy. He raised rates to mask how bad the economy is. Let's think about it for a moment. Here they did. They engineered the stock market. They front-loaded the stock market by printing money, called quantitative easing in 2009. So they print $65 billion a day to buy treasuries. Why do they do that? Because when you buy treasuries, not only does it lower the interest rate on our national debt, but it also lowers the dollar. And when you lower the dollar, it pushes the stock market up. So that was all artificial. They were printing and printing around the clock, $65 billion a day to get that dollar down so it would push the market up. And what did they do? They destroyed 45% of the value of the dollar that's sitting in your wallet right now. That's what they did. Then what else did they do? Well, then they turned around after QE. They decided, well, let's front load the stock market. We'll print $3 trillion and shove it right into the stock market to push this market up. So they artificially stopped the market from crashing with the $65 billion a day. Then they print another $3 trillion, stick it into the stock market, and then they turn around and print another $8 billion or $8 trillion, where they took $8 trillion every day, and the CEOs took $3 billion a day, $3 billion of free money a day, borrowed at zero rates, $3 billion a day, to buy their own shares, to reduce the number of shares outstanding. So when they reported their earnings, they were spreading their earnings over fewer shares, which pushes up the stock artificially higher and gives you paper profits that are fake. And then the market starts on a roll. This was all fake, all financial engineering. And underneath it, the market's imploding, because underneath it, we didn't have savings. Savings was, you couldn't even get a savings account, you couldn't even get, what, 1/8 of a point, for God's sakes. And savings is what drives this country, because savings is what drives the small business. And the small business, if you aren't building small businesses, if you're not supporting entrepreneurs, you have no country. Our country is not Apple. Our country is not Microsoft. Our country is the business in your community, the small business. They're the ones that come up with the ingenuity. They're the ones that come up with patents. We get more patents out of small businesses, and the big businesses couldn't grow without the small business, because remember, like Cisco bought and purchased 129 small companies. Why would they purchase 129 small companies? Because they got all the patents. They're hungry. They're out there making patents. They're startups, and that's where all the big jobs come from. So here we got this whole economy, this whole fake economy going up since 2009. Whole fake economy. It was all built on fraud. Fraud, stock buybacks. You used to go to prison. We used to do stock buybacks. It was Reagan who stopped that, who says it's no longer a felony. So here we have the debt going up and up and up and up, but they convinced everybody. See, they said to the folks, the 147 million workforce we have, the Main Street workforce, which, remember, half of them make $30,000 a year. 72% of them work from paycheck to paycheck, but they had to convince them that the economy is terrific, so they would point to the stock market. And then here's what else they did. They would expand credit. Give them 5 credit cards. Yeah, give them 5 credit cards. Give them a car loan for 7 years. Hey, make it 10 years if they have to. Lease it to them if you have to. Make them feel good. And then they would tell them, hey, you know what? You're doing good. You got 5 credit cards. You got a new car. You got a new student loan. And guess what else you're doing? You're flush, man. You're spending more money than you're making.
People are feeling flush in their accounts, spending more than our income coming in.
Then I say, but look at the stock market. We got to be doing good. Don't you agree with me? And people on Main Street say, yeah, I don't really feel it, but yeah, I got a new car. Yeah, I guess that's okay. And I'm going shopping this weekend with my kids, and I got 5 credit cards, and I just got 3 more in the mail. 3 more just came in the mail, so my confidence is up. So yeah, I feel pretty good. Isn't this crazy? So now we are spending, the United States is even worse. We are spending $1.5 billion on debt interest every day. We pay $1.5 billion in interest on our debt every day. You can't grow with that. Unbelievable. The government paid $523 billion in total interest in 2018, the highest on record. It's going to go up $600 billion in 2000. We've never seen anything like this. Oh, but wait a minute. Keep the stock market going up. And let's do this. Let's keep the rates going. Let's keep raising the rates, because if we keep raising interest rates, this will be a good thing. It'll confirm a strong economy and people won't catch on. Well, people caught on, because guess what? Guess what's going on? The people have historic debt. They've been out believing this. They've been out spending. They even spent the $4,000 they never received, thinking they'd pay it off later from the promise they got from the tax cut. Now they finally admit that they've been lying. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
I will make sure that all the stocks that we are engaged in that are going up, we will get maximum returns, and we will be out of those stocks by watching our color-coded chart. You never again will have to worry about being out of an individual stock or an ETF or an index when the market crashes. You will be out before it does happen. All you got to do is join my gang, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. I'm reaching out to you. All I'm asking you to do is to reach back to the kids at St. Jude when you're making money.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You know, people make it too complicated. Wall Street tells you the market cap and the trailing PE and the forward PE and price to sales to confuse you. All you need to know is, does the stock have volume? What's that mean? Energy. What does that mean? If you have people buying a stock, enough of the stock's being bought, it influences the prices to go up. Join my gang, philsgang.com. We're using charting, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Philsgang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Philsgang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Philsgang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Philsgang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Philsgang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Philsgang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
You're not a regular listener to Phil's Gang? What, are you nuts? Listen to Phil Grandy and check out philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Phil's Gang Stock Corner is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 Stock Charts.
Stock Corner, I'm going to every day start giving you an update, my audience, on how we are doing with our stocks that we picked based on our color-coded chart, where the algorithms are set up to turn green when they identify the institutions are putting enough money in to push the stock up. Then they turn red when the institutions pull their money out. You always got to be in a position, no matter what the market is doing, because remember, this is not a free market anymore. In 2008, after that crash, we no longer were in a free market. This was a front-loaded, financially engineered market. As I said, this has been a bold-faced lie, and I've been saying this since 2009, that we're in this unbelievable economy. And they keep showing you the stock market to prove it, when the stock market's been financially engineered to the upside. Are you kidding? So, we took, for example, because of my color-coded chart, we're starting right now, today. If you want to join my gang, you can follow me. Wells Fargo. So I'll be reporting on Wells Fargo. Now, we bought it as a scout. Now, what's that mean? What's a scout? A scout means that my members, I'll start them off with 1 or 2 shares. And you say, well, you can't make money with on 2 shares. So that's not what a scout is for. A scout is just to get involved with the stock, to engage the stock. Because most people, when they go to engage a stock, they panic. Sometimes they wait 2-3 days before they get in because they're going to start out with 100 shares or 500 shares, and they panic and they lose the move. All of a sudden, she moves it. They're waiting, and it's all of a sudden up 10%. Then they jump into 10%. Then the market comes back. A scout prevents emotion. Scout gets the emotion behind you. So then, when the market or this individual stock start seeing momentum, because what you follow in a stock is not the nonsense that you hear like this.
Let's go to Dakota, who happens to be in New York. Dakota.
Exxon, AXN.
Yeah, we like that company. It's got a terrific CEO who's compensated as the stock goes higher. Stock's been coming in, and I do like it. I do like it a lot.
He likes the stock a lot, right? He knows the CEO, and he goes to lunch with him. I don't know what the hell he does. But let me tell you, my gang, on my MV2 color-coded chart, the members who invest in AAXN, this stock started to turn red. Institutions started to pull their money out of this stock on September 24th. Yeah, September 24th. And it's stayed red all the way down to today. This stock has dropped from $68 all the way down, rounding it off to $44. This is a 35% drop. Now, listen to this again, what he says.
Let's go to Dakota, who happens to be in New York. Dakota.
Exxon, AXN.
Yeah, we like that company. It's got a terrific CEO who's compensated as the stock goes higher. Stock's been coming in, and I do like it. I do like it a lot.
We like the company because the stock is going higher. The company we know, the CEO, blah, blah, blah. Are you nuts? What are you nuts? That's not how you buy a stock. This poor person's going to be losing her shirt. What she should have been doing is what my members did. They short the stock. So they made, from when it turned red to where it is today red, is about a 30% drop. So some members maybe got in late. Some members got maybe 10% of it. Maybe got 5% of it. Maybe they all got it, the whole thing. But isn't that nice to know when you wake up in the morning, you don't care what these jibber jabbers are telling you. You don't care what these financial shows are telling you. Stop listening to them. There's only one thing you listen to is a chart that tells you the institutions that move stocks, the big institutions, the big insurance companies, the 9 biggest banks, when they start buying U-Bot. They're pulling their money out. Oh, I see. You're going to listen to Kudlow? You're going to listen to somebody else on Fox? You're going, no. So we're going to start out, as I said, with one of the stocks, Wells Fargo. We'll follow that, and I'll report every day on it. Right now, we're up JetBlue, 9%. GM, we're up 17%. An ETF, XLK, 3%. And we also we're up PHM, we're up 6%. A Builder, and Apple, 13%. Okay, so we're going to report Stock Corner every day, and you'll see what our performance is. But even better than that, why don't you go to my site, philsgang.com, go to New Member Intro. It's free. Click on Phil's Toolbox, go down, and it'll say MV Returns, MV Returns, right there, and you can see the members and their returns for using the MV2 color-coded chart, okay? All right. So they confirmed yesterday that they're not going to raise rates anymore. And why? Because here's what's been happening. By raising rates, they've been killing the consumer. The consumer has no money. By raising rates, they've been destroying them. That means rates on their car. Think about it. Their credit cards are going up. Credit cards are going up. You have home improvement loans are going up. I mean, it's incredible. Now, here's the thing. To say that they're going to stop raising rates, let's talk about the rate. Which rate are they stopping? They're stopping the short-term Fed rate. That's the one that takes care of your car loan. That's the one that affects your credit cards. That's the one that affects your business loan, your line of credit. So they say we're going to stop those. But here's the one that's going to continue to go up. The one that's going to go up is the 10-year Treasury yield. That's the long rate. The Fed short-term, that's the short rate. The long one you got to worry about, that is the 10-year Treasury yield. That is the interest that tied directly to real estate, tied directly to your house, tied directly to home improvement loans. This has been destroying the entire, because these rates are going up. They're still going to keep going up. Why? Because they're trying to sell the Treasuries. Here's why. In 2009, remember what they did? They printed $65 billion a day to buy Treasuries, to drop the yield down, to drop the dollar down, to push the market up so they could push the market up artificially. Now they're tapped out. On their balance sheet, they went from $450 billion to $4 trillion. If the market starts to crash now and capitulate, they have no room. I'll explain that when we get back, how this crash is going to be so severe because they are not ready. Join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Follow me, follow the gang, follow the stocks.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. you immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. philsgang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. philsgang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. Learn, invest, and make profits with philsgang.com and give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, it's interesting. Most people have no idea what the stock market is. And you hear me talk about it all the time. The jibber jabbers on these TV shows try to convince you the stock market is the economy. The stock market identifies how healthy the economy is when it couldn't be further from the truth. For heaven's sakes. I mean, it's ridiculous to even suggest that. But here's what's interesting about the stock market. The stock market has humble beginnings in 1792. Investors at noontime would always show up on Wall Street. Now, it was named Wall Street because there was a large wall on that street. And on that wall, or overhanging the wall, there was a large buttonwood tree. Everyone at noon would meet at that buttonwood tree on Wall Street was named for the wall. Now, people would come and they would sell their stock back and forth. Simple as that. Out in the weather, rain, snow, whatever. Then the hardware owners got together and agreed to be the market makers. Because everybody went to the hardware store. If you're going to buy Ace Buggy Whip stock, you'd go to the hardware store and they would sell you some Ace Buggy Whip stock. So it got to the point, they got a little more sophisticated and said, you know what, why don't we do this? We'll become a market maker. So all the hardware stores got together, and let's say you went in at noon, and you went to the hardware store, and you wanted to sell your 100 shares of Buggy Whip, or 100 shares of Connecticut Ice. Nobody was there to buy it. Well, the store, the owner of the store, hardware store, he would buy it. He would buy it. He'd always be there to buy your stock. You'd always have a guy to sell it to. There's always be a bid. And so soon, all the hardware stores were market makers. That's how this whole thing started. Really simple. Great idea. Great idea. So in 1817, all the hardware stores finally got together, and they finally started the New York Stock Exchange. And today it has $15 trillion in value. The entire stock market has $30 trillion, which is kind of funny because there's only $6 trillion in cash in the whole United States of America. So it's all on paper. Paper. Now, we used to, back then, have a free market system. Two people would determine the price of any stock. We would barter back and forth. That was a free market system. You and I would determine the price of the stock. That's all gone now. Because what's happened is the very, very, very wealthy, the 1 percentile, even got more wealthy when the stock market crashed. They control Congress because when they get this wealthy, and the 1% control 80% of the stock market, that means they control Congress. And what happened is from 2009 to 2018, the wealth became incredible for the 1 percentile and the 1/100th percentile. But it also, what happened is they became powerful, very powerful politically, because the politicians would always go to the banks who had all the money and ask them to fund their campaign. The Clintons did that. They were all funded by the banks, the big banks. Obama was funded by the big banks. And what happened was after the crash of 2008, we were going to put new regulations in. Because remember what happened. The stock market, after the 1929 crash, there was what they call the Glass-Steagall Act put in place. The reason the stock market crashed is because the big boys, our owners, all got together, and they would have under one roof, the company would have an insurance company, they would have a savings bank, they'd have a brokerage company, all under one roof. That was a tremendous lot of money. And what happened is the 1 percentile who controlled all that money would speculate on wild stuff. And when they lost, they didn't lose any money because they always used the folks' money. So under one roof, if you have an insurance company, if you have a brokerage company, you have a savings bank, you have a stock brokerage company, commercial, do you know how much money that is? So they would take that money and speculate. And what happened, they lost so big, that's how the 1929 crash came about. Senators Glass and Steagall said, hey, this is crazy. We got to break this up. So they went to Wall Street and said, you either got to be a brokerage house, you got to be a bank, commercial bank, or you got to be a savings bank. You choose. No more. We're going to have all this money on one roof for you to take and speculate. And when it's a big loss, it's the people's loss, not your loss. That's what they did. But then what happened was they turned around when Clinton because Clinton, remember, he got funded by the 5 largest banks. That's how he got into office. In return, they said to Clinton, we want you to deregulate, get rid of this Glass-Steagall Act. Now remember, these guys are powerful. They make a lot of money in the stock market. So Clinton had to go to the banks to get funded to become president. After he became president, they bring in Geithner, they bring in Rubin, they bring in Larry Summers. That was his team, Clinton's team, and they deregulated Glass-Steagall. Remember, 45 years, not one hiccup in the market. It was working beautiful. So they put it all back together again where everything could go under one roof. This was under Bill Clinton. When Bush became president, he was saying he's going to put in regulations, go and put the Glass-Steagall back in. Of course not, because who did he get his funding from? He got his funding from the banks. And who was his biggest funder? Goldman Sachs. So they never went back and regulated, put more regulations on these banks to control them. So that's why the crash happened under Bush. Now Obama comes to office. Where does he get his money? The same banks. J.P. Morgan, Citi, Wells Fargo, Bank of America. And he says to them, don't worry, you give me money. I'm going to make sure we're not going to regulate you guys. We'll regulate everybody else. And 26,000 new regulations Obama put on, and none of them apply to regulating the banks. And the banks are stronger and bigger than ever. See, so it's no longer a free stock market. It's a free market. So when you listen to all these people, and they give you all this advice about the wealth of the company and the PE ratios and the book value and the free cash flow and all that crap, forget it. You don't want to hear it because it's no longer free market. It's no longer where two people, you and I, barter back and forth what we want to pay for that stock. It's all controlled by the banks. And the banks are insolvent. They have trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars of derivatives that are being covered up from the 2008 crash. The Federal Reserve is owned by the 1 percentile, actually controlled by the 1/100th percentile. So the market is no longer a free market, but that's okay. You can't be in the stock market operating as if it was a free marketplace. You're going back to like the old days. You got to be in the market following the crooks, following the money. You got to be following the bank money, the 9 largest banks, their money, or let's say the 5 largest banks. You got to be following the hedge funds, those crooks. It's a wonderful thing that the market's so crooked now. Because with the algorithms and with technology, you can follow the money. Don't follow this. Don't follow this crap.
Let's go to Dakota, who happens to be in New York. Dakota.
Exxon, AXN.
Yeah, we like that company. It's got a terrific CEO who's compensated as the stock goes higher. Stock's been coming in, and I do like it. I do like it a lot.
I didn't know what the hell he said, but he's giving her a line of crap to buy this thing. In the market, this stock turned red. This stock turned red on September 24th, and it's still red today. It's down 30%. So my gang, instead of buying it, we're selling it short. Join my gang, 877-600-GANG.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You know, we raise money every day for St. Jude, and we need your help. And I will reach out to you and help you learn how to invest in stocks. It's a whole new game out there. No more is there investing in stocks based on fundamentals. Those days are gone, totally gone. So look, join my gang, philsgang.com. I'll help you, and then you help St. Jude. Learn how to use a chart.
Sign up today. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Philsgang MaxVest 1000 stock charts,
You have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang Max Vest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang Max Vest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
philsgang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. philsgang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
The balance sheet reduction this year was the equivalent of 100 basis points of tightening via the funds rate. And if the Fed does what they say they're going to do, which hasn't come up, which is $600 billion of quantitative tightening in 2019, that's an additional 130 basis points of tightening. And so the Fed doesn't have to really do anything on rates. Just the balance sheet alone is going to create quite a significant liquidity squeeze next year.
Okay. The Fed, they're not there to do anything for you. They're not there to help you. These are the richest people in the world. They're there to help themselves. Just like Congress. The banking committee, the House and Senate banking committees, once were chaired by two big criminals, Dodd and, of course, Representative Frank. They got more money from banks for campaigns than any other people because this is the powerful committee. This is the powerful one. Everybody wants to be on the banking committee. Guess who's on that committee? Crazy woman, Maxine Waters. And she is, just look it up, she's considered the most corrupt congressperson in Washington, and she's going to head this financial institution that controls our interest rates and everything else. Think about this. Their job was about protecting us, the consumer. The chairman, and this I'm talking about right before, remember when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees Their job, back then it was Dodd, head of the Senate, and Frank, and head of the House. Their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored so that we benefit from them. Their job as the head of these two committees to make sure our economy's on sound footing. And they're supposed to always focus on the working families, Main Street, and protect the economy. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. You can't depend on the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is not there for you, nor is Congress there for you, though they're supposed to be. But most specifically, who should be there for you are the chairs of the Senate, House, and Bank committees. They're not there. They're crooks. Maxine Waters is so crooked it's unbelievable. So the stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market or your grandmother's market. Today, with technology, all we want to know is where is the money going? You don't have to listen to these players. You don't have to listen to these clowns. You don't have to listen one day, the guy saying he's so confused.
Where are we? Are we in an uptrend? Are we in a downtrend?
What the devil's going on? I mean, I can't explain this. Down, up, down.
I'm so confused.
So there he is, so confused. But now the next day, after the market goes up 600 points, all of a sudden he's no more confused.
This is the greatest economy ever.
Yeah, now it's up 600, greatest economy ever. Now when it goes back down, what's he going to say then? Then you had Bush.
I say that the fundamentals of our nation's economy are strong.
Yeah, we went into the deepest housing financial crash ever. You going to depend on them? Remember, the free market is gone. It doesn't make it bad. It just makes it, you got to change your direction. The days of hiring a broker, you're going to find that fantastic broker. He's going to help you. He's going to guide you. The days that you think you're going to just hand your money to somebody and they're going to make you money, what are you, nuts? What are you, nuts? You can tell your kids when you drop it off at school, don't talk to strangers. But what do? You give thousands of dollars in retirement money to absolute strangers who are thieves. And you tell your kid not to talk to anybody. What are you, nuts? There's money to be made. And it's that consistent, steady money. Not the big scores, not the big score with Apple, not the big score with Microsoft or the new stock coming out. No, the nice, steady moves. You take 5 stocks, 5 brand names. You can use Caterpillar. You can take Caterpillar, IBM, Intel, brand names. Put them on the chart. You don't have to do this. I'll do it for you. It's what I do for $39.95. And when the chart tells us Intel is green, we buy. When the chart says it's red, we sell short. And if you don't want to sell short, you just want to get out, that's fine too. But it's awful silly because would you go buy a car that only had forward but no reverse? Of course not. So why, when you have the technology to be protected when a stock goes down, not only to get out before it gets down, but to make sure you're making money on the way down? So why don't you, for 30 days, here's the number, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Don't do a thing. Follow me. I'll give you the picks. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude. I've been doing this for over 20 years for St. Jude. Look, the stock market is a great place, but nobody's out there to protect you. Nobody. You got to protect yourself. And with today's technology, we can do that. Housing debt has soared. Think about the housing debt in this country right now. 40% of Americans can't even raise $500. 147 million people work in this country. Almost 52% have multiple jobs. Over 71% are working paycheck to paycheck. We have the biggest crises in retirement crises. But yet they're telling us this is the greatest market ever. Yes, for the few. For the few. For the 1 percentile and the 100th of 1 percentile who are tied into the banks. They're tied into the banks. We're told every day we got the best growth. the best job growth, the lowest unemployment, the fastest economic GDP growth, the best wages ever, the strongest economy ever, biggest capital investment in 20 years ever. Everything's the greatest. But why did all of a sudden did they say yesterday, well, we better now stop raising rates? Because it's been one big lie. They knew as long as they could keep you convinced with the stock market going up while they were getting richer and wealthier while that market went up, while it was ready to go up, as long as they could convince you, as long as they could take parking space in your head that the stock market was the economy and you're doing fine, you had no fear taking your 5 credit cards, go out and spend more money than you were taking in. And matter of fact, they applauded you for it. They applauded you for it. It's unbelievable. I mean, I could not believe when Lisa said this.
People are feeling flush in their accounts, spending more than our income coming in.
What he should have said, this is insane. And the government's doing the same thing. The government is doing the same exact thing. The headwinds that we have from our government, what we're facing today, is just a tragedy. A tragedy. I mean, the debt, it's unbelievable. It's insane. It's crazy. We got signals from our PE ratios are outlandish. They're 100% higher than they should be. Our PE's outperforming our GDP by 153%. Same thing in 1929. This is crazy what's going on. But nobody's there to protect you. You think, oh, when you give your money to your broker, they're going to take care of you? There's too many headwinds out there right now, both on the private side and the government. Congress is spending 130% more than the tax revenue. What is it? How is that different? How is that different than the person who's spending more than his income? It's not. Congress borrows 40% of the money it spends, for God's sakes. That's $4 billion a day. And for every $1 Congress takes in revenue, it spends $2.06. What are you, nuts? Join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Here's the stocks we're starting to work on today and for the rest of this month. Wells Fargo, UPS, Caterpillar, and the emerging markets. You join now, 877-600-GANG. It's only $39.95. Just take one of those stocks, whatever one you want. I'll guide you on all of them. Just pick one. Follow me for a month. I'll be using my color-coded chart with the algorithms. We'll report every day how we're working on this. Well, I mean, how well we're doing. And at the end, just please give some money to St. Jude. At the end of the month, if whether you pick Wells Fargo or UPS or Caterpillar or emerging market, doesn't matter, then you can judge me. Judge me and judge my chart. The days that you pick up a phone and say to some dope, what should I do? Those days are over. 877-600-GANG. Join now. Depend on yourself. Not some dope on Wall Street.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.